healthcare is in the debate and on top of mind. And we just had a recent event with the leadership of the Mass Hospitals Association, our healthcare roundtable sponsored by Salmon Health and the head of the Mass Community Hospitals. And in that, we shared with people that the #1 employer in Central Mass is healthcare. And so we're very pleased to have with us Molly Welch, who's the Regional Director of Admissions and Marketing for the Sheehan Health Group. Welcome, Molly.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So people who might not be familiar with the Sheehan Health Group, you just recently acquired, well, a couple of years ago,
A few years, yeah.
acquired a kind of an iconic institution here, the Lutheran home, now the Lutheran Rehabilitation and Skilled Care Center. And that transformation is dramatic. Why don't you tell us about Sheehan and what's taking place?
Sure, happy to. So Sheehan Health Group did acquire Lutheran Rehab and Skilled Care Center from Essentia Care Alliance, which was formerly Lutheran Social Services. So it was a nonprofit organization. We took it over in about 2012, and it's been a busy 5 years. Yeah. In those years, we've really focused on increasing our rehab and clinical programming and services, as well as some preliminary renovations did occur. And this past May, we had a groundbreaking ceremony to celebrate and begin the massive renovations that are well underway, started this summer, due to be completed by late spring, early summer, with May being the target month, to invest a multi-million-dollar renovation to the skilled nursing facility side, as well as our residential care rest home side.
And pretty significant. I just mentioned as we were preparing to go on live with the TV, just driving down, construction cranes, a lot of activity. So multi-million-dollar reinvestment in the facility, rehabbing and building new.
Yeah, exactly. So the skilled nursing facility side is located in the Olander building, and that is where our skilled rehab and care center is. It has a long-term unit as well as a designated short-term rehab unit. That unit we call our Center for Short-Term Rehab. Full renovations to all patient rooms, nursing stations, day rooms, dining room. And then what we're really also excited to share is we're expanding our residential care services. Some know that as the Jepson Rest Home. The Jepson building, those resident rooms and workstations and day rooms are getting renovated. And then what's really exciting is that we're bringing the mansion back to life. So we're adding resident rooms for our residential care setting to the mansion. The residents of that setting will have a dining room, living room parlor, activity area. So the original mansion where it all started is being brought back to life.
Right, and you know, I mentioned healthcare being the biggest sector of our economy. That means employing a lot of people. A fair number of people employed.
Yes. So Lutheran, right in the heart of Worcester on Harvard Street, we're committed with this renovation. We employ about 175 staff. Most reside in the community or surrounding communities, and we are a taxpayer.
Right, right. You want to go from a nonprofit to a for-profit and employing 175 people. And Sheehan acquired it, but they're not new to the healthcare world.
Right. Nope. Sheehan's been a long-standing fixture in the elder care industry for several decades in Massachusetts. We own skilled nursing facilities and manage them in the Boston area as well as in the Worcester area. Quabog is the closest one, about 20 miles outside of Worcester. We're a very unique hands-on ownership model. Each of our owners is invested on daily on-site management in our facilities. Lutheran is a perfect example of that. Ziad Baroudi is the full-time administrator at the building, and he is also a Sheehan Health Group partner. We're very clinically driven. We have 3 of the ownership team partners are nurses, so they ensure that we're very patient-centered in our ownership model.
And that's fairly unique.
Yeah, very unique, very unique. All new admissions and their family receive our contact information to reach out to us, as well as all staff, but just to really be owner accessible for the patients, families, and staff, we feel it's very important.
Right, and you know, one of the things we hear very regularly from our chamber members, and I say this regularly at the staff and on the show I've said it, but the single biggest issue that we hear from our members, and it's not necessarily healthcare or energy costs or government regulation. Those are all things that we do hear about, but the single most important thing we hear about is kind of the talent turnpike, a workforce, and trying to find a skilled workforce. Are there things that you're involved with in that regard, or out and trying to recruit and hire people that kind of meet that unique philosophy that
Yeah.
you guys bring.
Yeah, it's a constant, where we're marketing and promoting that, family and the elder care should consider our facility. We're also constantly striving for ways to recruit staff on a daily basis and to really make sure that they feel supported and given the right training and competencies and just general support when they do come on board to retain them. We are an organization that doesn't use any agency staff. So we employ all of our own nurses and CNAs and rehab therapists through our own rehab company. So we're very committed to ensuring that we respect who we hire and give them the guidance and support they need.
And that probably leads to continuity in care,
Yeah.
which is important to family and patients.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And so if people want to learn more about Sheehan and Lutheran, how can they do that?
They can call the building directly. We're happy to take any information. We also have our website that has a lot of details. That's lutheranrehab.com. We're really investing in specialized programming, whether we have a resident service liaison for concierge services, also catering to the Spanish-speaking community with a welcome program for those of Spanish-speaking needs, and just really trying to get the word out. We're also now VA contracted too.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Well, Molly, thank you for being here. Molly Welch, the
you.
Regional Director of Admissions and Marketing for the Lutheran Rehabilitation and Skilled Care Center,
Thank you, Tim.
which is an iconic
Yes.
institution here in
Yeah.
Worcester and the region. So great to see that reinvestment, the jobs and tax base expansion, and grateful to have you as a member.
Thank you. Thank you so much.